Well, if you're thinking of selling your home, now would be a great time. As Diana Olick tells us, sellers are seeing the biggest profits in a decade, and not just because of higher prices.
Are you all together?
No. Show up at most open houses today and you will not be alone. You'll probably see a crowd. It is a seller's market for sure, as demand outpaces supply and profits soar. In fact, those who sold their homes this past spring saw the highest profit in a decade. On average, $51,000 over their original purchase price. That represented an average return of 26%, also the highest in a decade, all according to Adam Data Solutions. Here's why. Home values shot up quickly after the recession and continue to move to new record highs. But it's not just the price. The housing crash kept homeowners in place longer than normal. Those who sold this spring had owned their homes on average just over 8 years, which is the longest tenure going back to the year 2000, which is when Adam started tracking this. That's because values fell so dramatically that it took about a decade to see real gains again. So where were the biggest profits? San Jose and San Francisco, of course, and then Seattle and Denver, which have high demand and extremely low supply. So given all that profit, why aren't more people selling?
I think it really comes down to something we at Zillow often call the musical chairs phenomenon. You know, you don't really want to get out of your chair because you're not so sure if you're going to get another chair once the music stops. And I think a lot of sellers do feel that way right now.
The competition is so fierce, more and more buyers are using cash. That share increased annually for the first time in 4 years last spring. And some sellers are even willing to take a lower cash offer over one using a mortgage just to get the deal done fast. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Diana Olick in Washington.